What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another tutorial here on my channel. I know it's been some time. We had a lot of other stuff going on, but I'm finally back with uploading tutorials and other sorts of videos. So thank you so much if you're coming back, and welcome to this channel if you're new. Now today I'm going to teach you "I Never Lie" by Zach Top. I'm going to try to teach you the way he usually plays it in his acoustic versions, which will include the drop D tuning, which is going to be a different tuning, but I'll show you and walk you through that. As well as just, this one might take a little longer, just because there's, a lot more to it than the average, like, Zach Bryan tutorial, for example. But we're going to do it step by step, and just make sure you watch the whole thing through, and then you won't get confused. And yeah, before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe, as well as, guys, I've started a hat brand. I'm wearing it right now. It's called South Ridge. There's a store. There's a link. Probably on my Instagram or something like that. I need to figure out something with YouTube if there's any links available or stuff like that, as well as some merch. You can have I'm not sure if it's focusing, but essentially it's my name on there. It's like a trucker hat, as well as a whole bunch of colors of this design. If you guys want to support the channel or just support me as a business, actually, then head on over there, check it out. Other than that, check out my Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. We just dropped a new song last week, and yeah, anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so starting out, I have this guitar one step down tuned from standard tuning, which should sound something like this, which is basically the standard tuning, but one down. You do this by basically, if you have this guitar tuner app, or just tune it to one half step down, or if you have this guitar tuner app that pretty much everyone's using on their phone, tune it to -10 on every single string. Now, from there, what you want to do is you want to take that top knob and you want to tune it down to D, or in that case C sharp, because we're half a step down. So until you hear that octave. Like that. I have a tuner in here, so just make sure that, yeah, it's C sharp, and then it should sound something like this. And yeah, basically what this does, it tunes down the top string lower, so you get more of a low end feel when you play the song, which will mean that you need to change up the chords and something like that, but I'll talk you through that step by step. For now, just make sure your guitar is tuned like that, and then yeah, let's continue. So basically the way I'm going to do this tutorial is I'll walk you through the intro, the verses, and the choruses, as well as the riffs in between. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to play through it in the beginning and then show you the chords, and then basically break it down after. But I'm not going to sing, because that's probably going to copyright it or something like that, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But anyways, you want to start out with the intro that sounds something like this. Yeah, this will be the intro riff that Zach does in that song. Essentially, let's break it down. You want to start off with a D chord. You play that as the standard D, something like this here. And you just want to make sure you emphasize in the beginning, you emphasize these top strings to get that low end going, like this. And then what you do, basically, you do 2 down strums, where you, as you down strum, you hammer on with your pinky finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, from 2 to 4. So that's essentially what you're trying to do. With that middle finger. That's going to take you a little while. It took me forever to learn, so don't get frustrated if you don't get that right away. But essentially what you do is going to do 2 down strums with this, and then once you have that, you take your pinky finger and you place it on the string above, so that will make it the D string on the 4th fret as well, right here. So from here to here, so on the 3rd down strum, and then you just do a little down, down, up, down, up. And then you do this riff, which is essentially nothing less than, or nothing more, I guess you could say, than playing the open 5th string, this one right here, then hammering on to the 2nd fret, so then open 4th, so this one right here, and then you take your middle finger and you slide it from the 2nd to the 4th fret of the D string, and back, and you pull it off. So for now, it's something like this. And once you're there, it's pretty much done. You play the second string, 5th fret again, or like the, yeah, you get me, 2nd fret, 5th string, and then the open 4th again. I'll see if I can find tabs or something like this, if I can create tabs, but essentially all you do is something like that. Or maybe it would help if you could see what I'm doing here, but essentially, yeah, I think, yeah. So basically like this. And then once you're there, all you do is a little hammer on and pull off of, again, the string that you're already on, which will be 5th string, 2nd fret. And then you go to the kind of like a G, the typical G chord, which is an F now because of the tuning, but, and you bend it a little bit. And then you play it open with this like C sharp drop D tuning. So, like that. So if you put it all together, it should sound something like this. I'm gonna do it really slow, and this is the most complicated part of the video. So if this troubles you, just stick around. You'll be fine. Something like that. And yeah, once you're there, you're gonna start off with the verse. Now, if this was a little bit complicated, I understand, but just stick with it. And watch it all over again, and over and over again, and you'll get it for sure. All right, starting off with the verse, the chord progression that you'll have is going to be B minor, and then G, and D. The way I played this G right here, this is also the more complicated because the chords are different. Essentially, all you do is you take your ring finger and you put it on the 5th string of the last string, like here. And you take your index finger and you put it on here on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. And if you combine these two, it's just these two fingers. You get this chord. And what you can do is put your pinky finger on the last and the 1st string on the 5th fret as well to get that ring. So that's how you play that chord. I don't think I'll be able to find like a tablature for it, so I'm just gonna put like the normal G chord there, because if you don't play with the drop D, just play this chord instead. But yeah, just play these index finger right here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then 5th fret, 6th string, with your pinky as well down here. You're gonna have the G, which is pretty much the only changed chord in that song. All the other ones is just the standard chords. Alright, anyways, I'm sorry this is taking forever, but essentially it is quite complicated. So you start off with B minor, G, D, and you do that twice. So one more time. Like that. And essentially the strumming pattern that you'll do for this, for the B minor, you're going to do down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then a quick little down, down, up for the G. And then you're going to do the same strumming pattern, the down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then you just add a little down, up at the end. So essentially, don't get too caught up on this. Like, don't worry about the strumming pattern, but just so you know it if you were able to understand it. So up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then you do it again. Let me actually, wait, let me just put this down a little bit, otherwise you won't be able to see the guitar as well. This should maybe, yeah, this should be better now. Alright, so, and then once you have that, you play this twice, this chord progression of B minor, G, D, then you go over to E minor. Just make sure when you play the E minor that with your thumb you kind of cover the top string, and you don't want to press it down and play it, you just kind of want to cover it, so you mute it, because the you know, it doesn't go together, the notes. So E minor, and then you go up to the G again. And you can do that twice. Something like that. And then you get to the chorus. But let me just play the whole first verse through. I'm not going to sing because of the copyright reasons, but just try to understand. I'll play it through from the beginning up to the first chorus, so you get a little bit of context. Go to the E minor, G, and this is the part where you go, I sleep like a baby, you know, the fun part basically. So then after you have that, you let that ring out, and then you get to the chorus. For the chorus, you're gonna have the chord progression A minor, A, G, and back and forth twice. So one more, A minor and G, and then 3 times back and forth each between D and G. Something like that. But essentially, I'll walk you through this. Essentially, you start off with 2 times A and G. So A, G, A, G. Basically doing the strumming pattern down, down, up twice per chord for the A and the G twice. So down, up, down, up, down, 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 down, up, down, down, down. And then you go to the D and you do down, down, up, down, down, up. And then you do a quick little down, down, up on the G, and then you go back to the D again. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Like this, until you get to the part where you know I never lie, something like that. Don't worry, I'll play it through in the end, so you can get a better idea of the context and everything. I just want to break down the, you know, the specific parts in between. But yeah, this will be everything you need to know for the chorus. And then after, all you do is you play that verse again, same exact chord progressions, just that you do this when you get to the E minor and the G. You only play it once, and then you go immediately into the chorus. And yeah. Then after, you're going to play the chorus again, and then you get to the riff that we basically played in the intro. So, but you add a little G chord on the strumming. So you basically do this riff twice with different bass chords, essentially. So all I mean with this is after this, like, do you know I never lie? And then you do it, the riff. And then instead of ending it, you do a little 5th string, open 2nd, and then open 4th. So, and then you go to the G, down, down, up, and then the riff again. So, and then you do the ending we talked about before. But so essentially, you play D, down, down, up, up. And then you do the open 2nd, open G. And then on the 5th string, open 2nd, pull off, and then the 3rd string, top string. It's just this one up here. And then you play the open. So if you put it all together, the riff should sound something like this. Something like this, and just make sure you rewatch it if you get confused, and just give it some time and stay patient, and then you'll get it for sure. And yeah, this will literally be everything you need to know in order to play I Never Lie by Zach Top. I'm gonna just maybe show you some quick little hammer-ons that you can do in between. So when you play, anytime you play a D, what you can do is you can do a little riff like in between. So what you can do here is you just do a hammer-on on the 5th string, open, 2nd, open D. But if you're a beginner, don't worry about that. It's just that if you already have it down, you kind of want to, like, you know, make it sound a little cooler. Here's a few things and hammer-ons that you can do. So on the D, you can do the same thing down here with that one. So 4th fret, 3rd string, and then on the D, just play it like it is, like the 2nd string, like down here, or you can do all these, or you know, across the board. When you play the D, you can do a little hammer on here, like you see me do sometimes. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do. But if you're a beginner, again, don't worry about that. I'm just gonna keep it in for a good measure, and that, you know, maybe it helps someone out there. But yeah, I'm gonna play it through now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure you check out my hat brand if you want to. You know, I just started this a couple weeks ago. Started making a few sales, so that's really fun. So thank you guys so much for the support in that. Make sure you check out my music. We just dropped another song 2 weeks ago. We got new stuff coming out. Yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, then you'll like my music for sure. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and all these platforms, stuff like that. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.